Alright, battle against OblivionGod for Wild Chases Tournament Round 4, getting down to the later stages of the tournament. So, most of this is a pretty straightforward battle, so I'm going to try not to be just too blunt and read it off, although there were predictions and there were some nice moves. This is a team that I've been testing for a while and probably won't use it after this match because, quite frankly, it doesn't work like I wanted it to. We both have a few interesting leads. Mine is my special lead Aerodactyl, and his is a Life Orb itself, probably meant to kill lead Machamp. However, my Aerodactyl is, I was thinking a while ago, Blaze Kickin' Chicken actually said, he's like, what's something that can set up Stealth Rock and beat lead Machamp? And I was like, how about Aerodactyl with Sky Attack? So yeah, this is what I came up with. Tested on Pokemon Online a few times. It works really well. And against stuff like a Zelf that is frail and isn't sashed like this one, it works like a charm. It would also, I haven't done a calc, but it would probably do pretty damn well against lead Celebi, even though I don't think it would kill it, but I'm not sure. So when I see this Dragonite, I figured he's probably going to revenge me with extreme speed, but the temptation of being able to one-hit KO two things in a row, because Stone Edge would definitely kill this in one shot, was a bit too much for me to resist. I know he's banded now, or at least I think he is, because I don't see leftovers or Life Orb. So I'm going to Pursuit Trap him, because I know he's going to switch, and from a banded Spiritomb, Adamant, Max Attack, Pursuit, when he's switching out, I figured it'd be able to bring him below Stealth Rock damage when he tries to switch in next time, and it does. So his Dragonite is essentially dead from Stealth Rocks. Infernape is one thing that this team does not take very kindly to, so I'm going to try and get rid of it without losing as much as I possibly can. And I'm an idiot, so right there when I saw that right away, I thought that was Life Orb recoil when my dumbass didn't register to me for some reason that that was Flame Orb, or not Flame Orb, Flare Blitz damage. So yeah, this is a Choice Scarf Starmie. So I'm just going to fire off a Surf, not to overpredict, because I want to kill Infernape. I don't want it to stay in. It doesn't do enough to Dusknoir for a 2-hit KO, so I'm going to send in Spiritomb. Like, maybe get some Pursuit Trap again. Maybe burn him. Maybe Sucker Punch. What I eventually decide on is Trick. I've got a lot of options, and that's what I decided to go with, because I knew he'd burn me, and I knew he'd just wall my Pursuit anyway. So a choiced Tank Dusknoir is not very good. Band is probably the best item I could have tricked him, for him, not for me, but it's the only trick I've got on this team, so I decided to do it. Now I know he's probably going to switch. I didn't think he'd stay in and try to attack, so I just Pursuit again, which is really funny. I think I hit like 3 Pursuits as they were trying to flee in this game. I don't think I've ever done that before. And again, he brings in the Infernape. Again, I'm afraid of this thing. I don't know what it's going to do. I think it's going to try and set up because I'm a dumbass and I still think that it's Life Orb like Swords Dance or something, so I Pursuit, just try and get some damage before I think he's going to attack me. Instead, I get a U-turn, which doubles Pursuit's power, so that's awesome. That was just complete bullshit luck. I'm not going to say I predicted that because I didn't. That just kind of happened. I was using Spiritomb as fodder, and there you go. And if anything in this match, it should probably be taken that this Spiritomb, like, it was my MVP of this match. It was really, really good. And Choice Banded Spiritomb is severely underrated. You can tell after watching this. It was really useful. Anyway, because I see the leftovers on Jolteon, I figure he's probably going to substitute, so I don't stay in and try to hit him with Spiritomb because I won't be able to break it when I'm burned. So I go into Snorlax, who can wall Jolteon for days, and also just hit him really hard with physical attacks. And this next part is just a really sped up sequence, not really sped up, 4 times sped up sequence of me breaking his substitute, him using Fake Tears against something he can't do much damage to anyway, and then being too much of a pussy to stay in and hit him after his substitute is gone. And he predicts that every time except right there. I send in Dugtrio predicting the Thunderbolt, but then I'm like, wait a minute, he's fast. I mean, he's probably got Hidden Power, Ice, or Grass. So I switch, and he subs. And I don't know, I guess he was probably testing to see what kind of Dugtrio it was. And unfortunately, I ran again. This is the time where I finally decided to stay in and see how much of Fake Tears Thunderbolt's going to do. It doesn't do all that much to me, which not really that surprising. This is a really specially bulky Snorlax. It's the Curse set. And look, you can't even see how much health he's got left. You can't even see the red, but I did get the Paralyze, which turned out not to even make me any faster than him, because Snorlax is ass slow and Jolteon is really fast. That Parahax happens. I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. No comment about the Parahax. So again, the Infernape comes in. It's starting to get really weak from the Stealth Rocks. I don't think I've touched this. No, I touched it with Pursuit, but I haven't touched it much other than that. I send in Spiritomb this time literally is nothing else other than fodder. U-turns again because he's trying to kill my Starmie, because I think he knows that's the only thing I've got on this team that's going to handle that Infernape. And he sends in Dusknoir, which is now Choice Banded, so I know it's going to attack me unless he wants to be all pro and predict my Sucker Punch, which since I haven't shown him to him yet, I don't think he's going to see it coming. So I just fire one of those off, and look at this. Even a burn Spiritomb, it almost takes him down with that Sucker Punch. That was really good. I said it already, but Spiritomb is really, really good. Like, the point of this team is actually that Snorlax, which is Rest Talk Snorlax with Body Slam and Curse. And I've noticed in my past battles that really doesn't work very well from when I've tested it. He never really sweeps like I hoped he would, but the rest of this team can actually function surprisingly well by itself with my 3 trappers that I've got. So yeah, that worked. Right here, I have to sacrifice Snorlax, as I realized it wasn't much use, and this is just an example. Snorlax is like the center of this team, and he kind of just had to be used as death fodder because he was the least useful thing I had remaining. So now I make the ultimate stupidest play. By now I've realized that I was wrong, and I realized his Infernape is Choice. However, when I looked at Smogon, the only set I could find that had Flare Bits and U-turn was the Band set, when I was wrong. This is actually a Scarf set. I could have tried to Sucker Punch right there, but when I ran a calc, it said like 18 to 21%, so I wasn't sure. I didn't think it would kill him, and I thought he was banded. I tried to Earthquake him, and I thought I lost right here, because now I've got Starmie and Magnezone left, and now he's got that Infernape and something I haven't seen. I thought I was screwed, and I was like kicking myself right now. I was so mad. I thought I lost the game right there because of that dumbass move with Dugtrio. But now I'm almost positive he's going to U-turn. So I'm hoping he doesn't predict Magnezone. He doesn't. He actually forgot about Magnezone right there, and I don't know. I was just waiting to see what his last guy is, and thank God it's Suicune. Magnezone's going to be able to handle Suicune really well. It's one of the... There's not a whole lot of stuff that his last could have been that Magnezone would have been able to handle by himself. I mean, unless he had like Fortress or Skarmory, but it's Suicune, and I was kind of happy right now. I thought I had it, but I wasn't sure. I was Skyping and I was like, I don't know, man. Close combat on that Starmie. If you get a crit, that'll be the end of it with Infernape. And he's like, no, actually, Infernape's got 2 HP less than Stealth Rock. I totally forgot about Magnezone, or I wouldn't have U-turned. So, yeah, that one actually bailed me out. That's the end of the game. Don't know what else to say. I guess I'll just point this out right now. OblivionGod, I found out later, is a New York Giants fan himself, much like me, for football. So I don't usually do a, leave a comment thing. But, yeah, tell me what your favorite NFL team is. And if you don't watch football, American football, then tell me what your favorite sports team is. So, cool. Moving on to round 5, I believe it is. That's 16. So, thanks, guys.